When I go to make my lid, I want to create an interesting design. When I was making the actual container, I tried to make something that was symmetrical. This time, I'm making something that is purposely not symmetrical, and I'm creating this kind of curved organic line. As I come back to where I started, I don't really like the shape that they created when they met. I can just redraw it in with my pencil until I get the shape that I want. Notice if my project is leather hard, it will be able to be drawn onto in this way, and I make a slight indent, but by no means am I able to deform the shape of my vessel, nor am I going all the way through the clay with just a pen. Once I have created the design that I like, I'm going to go ahead and cut it with my fettling knife. Notice I keep my knife very straight. It is going to always try to be parallel with the table that I am working with. I do not want to angle it upwards or downwards. It should be straight line. As I am cutting through this, it should take me a little bit of pressure to do so because my two pieces are leather hard. However, it should not be something that is too hard to go through or I'm risking breaking the entire piece off. If I'm having a hard time separating the two pieces, you can use the knife for a little bit of leverage also. Once I have the two pieces separated, I'm going to slightly smooth out the edge where the two of these actually meet. I do not want to change the entire shape. I'm just making it so that the edges are not rough and that when I go to have this fired and it comes out of the kiln, it'll be easy to use and it won't cut me. Also, if I'm having a hard time doing this with just my finger, add a little bit of slip to my finger and I will help it smooth it out just a little bit. While I'm working on the bottom of this coil pot, I'm also going to get out any little clay chunks that might have fallen inside. As I switch to the lid, I'm going to notice that there is still this area where the pinch pot and the coil pot are connected. If the clay is able to, I can just smooth that clay out. This clay is a little bit moist from the coil that I've already put on the outside and the slip that I used. If I need to add another coil inside of there to create this seamless transition, I can do that in the exact same way that I did it on the top piece. Now I'm going to just go one more time and I'm going to fix up those edges just like I did on the bottom half. I'm now going to do that to the top half. If I need a little bit of slip to smooth this in, I'm going to do that as well. Once I've finished smoothing the edges on both the top and the bottom, I'm going to check to make sure that these fit together. Then for storing and drying, I'm going to go ahead and put a paper towel in between them so that if it is moist from me using that slip, it won't stick together. Once I have finished this step, go ahead and watch the video on trying to put on the actual handle for your container.